Hey everybody, Richie here from RW Hobbies. Welcome back for May's new kit releases. Now we skipped April because, well, there wasn't really many new releases being announced. So we're back and I have a full 20 slides to show you. Before we do so, please hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. It really helps the channel out. Now let's get started. Right, first up, Meng 48 scale Y20 Veyron, which is a Chinese fighter jet. Will be released pretty soon. If you go to Meng's Facebook group, you can see a lot more pictures. This picture maybe doesn't quite do it justice. I think when you look at the detail, it's typical Meng, very nicely detailed, and yeah, it looks like a great kit if you like your modern kind of stealthy fighter jets. Now, Takom, we know from previous editions of this, they released Apaches probably 2 months ago now, if not longer. They now announced 2 more in the past 60 days, which will be released very soon, and they're cool looking ones. You got the Israeli aircraft and armor always look cool, and you got the British one. Now the British one isn't just a simple like decals or simple reboxing. There's actually quite a lot of changes to it. They've actually upgraded the engines. They've gone around actually modeled it as an accurate British Apache. So there's quite a few modifications on that one. So if you haven't done so already and you're interested in these Apaches, go check out Facebook and YouTube. I'm sure there's a gazillion different different build videos and unboxing videos, and because this is a very popular kit. But there's 2 more coming out, and these will be out very shortly. Italeri 72nd scale F-35A in beast mode. Now I believe they've had a few F-35s out, and this beast mode basically means, if you're not sure, it has all the external pylons and external ordnance on the wings there, which don't make it so stealthy. That's the beast mode in it. So 72nd scale, a lot of F-35s out right now, and there's another one to add to your collection. Special hobby 48 scale. It's a Grumman AF3S Guardian, and it comes with the Mad Boom. Trumpeter TBD1 Devastator 32nd scale. We don't see a ton of 32nd scale kits being released by Trumpeter lately. Don't know if there's a reboxing or not. It seems kind of familiar, but it does have a canopy mast set according to the pictures, which is nice, and you see this photo etch and rubber wheels. I know people hate the rubber wheels for some reason. I've built quite a few 32nd scale Trumpeter kits over the last few years, and actually makes, not only does it make painting easier for the hub, but the they have no problems at all with with it kind of melting or disintegrating or anything like that. They hold up pretty well in the modern kind of rubber tires. Staying with 32nd scale Trumpeter, the F-35B. Now I released the A about 6 months ago. Now we have the vertical takeoff and landing version, the B. Eduard, solidly every month they release 4 or 5 48 scale, 72nd scale Warbirds. Typically the same stuff kind of over and over. This one caught my eye from the June edition, and this is a Tempest Mark II. Caught my eye because of some interesting markings, but because it's a weekend edition, it's going to be the cheap box standard kit, just the plastic, and that's it, and the decals. Whereas if you get the Profi pack, that's when you're going to get the photo etch and the canopy mask, which is probably worth it. But the weekend edition, box standard, but nice looking aircraft, the Tempest Mark II. Onto armor now, and Takom really killing it with all these different subjects and products they're bringing out. This is the Jagdpanzer 38T Hetzer, and as you can see there, it has a full interior. Not sure it's necessary armor. This is probably more maritime, as it says in the box. 35th scale Ukraine maritime drone. This is obviously very topical right now. It's an interesting kit, and this will be released very shortly. Not heard of Vespid models, but this also caught my eye. It's a cool looking armored vehicle. It's a German from 2011, as you can see on the box art, Eagle 4. Just a cool looking thing, and yeah, I do recognize in the box art Jason 2022 there, his cincher. He does all Takom box art, so I'm not sure there's some kind of collaboration. But again, not heard of Vespid models, but it does look a really interesting subject. Alright, 35th scale again, I Love Kit. Now, I Love Kit is basically Hobby Boss, just a branch of Hobby Boss, so you can get Hobby Boss instructions and plastic and kit. It's an M53 howitzer. Due for release, I think, some point this summer, if not, maybe next 4 to 6 weeks. Down to 72nd scale, again with Takom, we got the cool 70-ton truck, basically got the truck and you got the trailer. So it's going to be quite big, even in 72nd scale. And the bonus, I'm trying to figure out what it is. I'm reading the box art there. I'm wondering if it's maybe possibly a resin cover there for the radiator at the front. I don't know if it's resin. It doesn't mention any kind of resin on the box. It does say photo etch, but you do get some kind of bonus. I'm guessing that would be kind of like 3D printed resin would be an ideal kind of product to use for that, if that's what it's referring to. Again, it's kind of unclear. Furniture transport car. Now, I did a little bit of deeper dive on this, and it does actually come with the furniture. Well, the piano at least. I didn't check the other stuff, but I think it comes with the furniture. If not, MiniArt does a ton of different, street and furniture packs and accessories, that kind of thing. But cool looking, like World War II era delivery truck with furniture. This caught my Revell, and it's 24th scale, not 25th scale, which I thought was a little bit unusual for them. So I'm guessing maybe it's Revell Germany, but it's it kind of got like a box multi-pack here. You're getting the 1984 Bronco, you're getting the trailer, and you're getting the boat. So you're getting a bass boat and the being pulled by the Ford Bronco. So I thought that's a really cool little set. Now, talking about Ford Broncos, AMT 2021 Ford Bronco. So the first edition of the more modern version is coming out. So I'm sure that'd be a good looking kit, and it's always nice to see newer, production vehicles being released in kit form. This is 25th scale, whereas the other one was 24th scale. Kitbox. Resin kit, multimedia. I believe it's very similar to kind of alpha models. This is a Porsche 911 GT3 RS, just a mean, cool looking car. Won't be cheap. Like I say, it's resin multimedia, so it's probably around the 150, if not dollar mark, if not higher. Meng, 12 scale, McLaren MP4 for Formula 1 car from 1988. Now, go to Facebook page, you'll see tons of pictures on this one, really detailed, typical Meng, nice looking vehicle. And I don't think it's crazy expensive for the car. I think it's somewhere around about the 150 to 170 US dollar range. Now, I did put the figure below. The figure does not come with the car, it's separate, and knowing Meng, their resin figures are very expensive. That's probably going to hit you up about $60 to $80 just for the figure. I'm hoping it comes with helmet markings and stickers and stuff for the appropriate drivers. I'm not sure. But you're getting 1988, you're getting your Formula racing driver to match the era of the car. So a nice little pack there of the two of them. Now, from the Round 2 website, I guess they haven't released a Dodge Demon in 25th scale before. I'm not too sure, but if you're into US muscle cars, then 1971 Dodge Demon should be released very shortly by MPC. B-Max 12 scale Suzuki RGV 500 1993 World Champion version. Now, this caught my eye because I know B-Max produce vehicles, cars, but I don't recall them doing a motorcycle. So it's officially licensed, as you see in the box. I know you probably get an RGV 500 from Hasegawa or Tamiya, so it'll be interesting to see the B-Max one. And I do notice there, if you look at the bottom right of the box, Top Studio logo. Now, Top Studio do a lot of detail sets for cars and bikes, and I'm guessing if they're on there, there's some kind of collaboration, so you might be getting some kind of goodies in this. So if you're interested in these kind of bikes, definitely check it out. And yeah, the Top Studio makes it definitely interesting if you do get some extra goodies in there. Last up, we talked about this around, I think, Christmas time, possibly. It's AMT's Studio Scale, which is 32nd scale TIE Fighter. We missed Star Wars Day, May the 4th, by a few days, but nonetheless, I thought I'd slip this in the end. I know we have talked about it before, but now we actually have some pictures. We have the box art, and we have a build video there. A built picture showing you how it looks fully built. And yeah, if you're into your Star Wars stuff, and that's Studio Scale. So that's it. We're done for May. Thank you for watching. As always, have a great summer, and I'll see you next time.